Meanwhile, let's talk about the poison ivy and what's happened at these college campuses. We know about 2 weeks ago, they scooped up a guy who's by the name of Mohsen Mahdawi, and they said, okay, he thought he was going for a green card interview. They pulled him out because he's one of the co-founders of this Palestinian student organization that helped organize all the unrest over the last 2+ years, and who knows what they were doing on a lower profile on the Columbia College campus. And they looked at it and said, as one of the founders of the Palestinian Student Union, we've seen your role, and we're going to try to deport you. And the ICE, they went into an ICE facility. Yesterday, a judge heard his case and said he is not a threat. So while we evaluate his immigration status, he got out. And he didn't go out humbly. He came out defiantly and chose to call out President Trump. Listen.
And I am saying it clear and loud.
Yes.
To President Trump and his cabinet.
Yes.
I am not afraid of you. Never give up on the idea that justice will prevail and that we have to come together to bring our voices and our hearts and raise them, not only for America, not only for this system of democracy that has checks and balances, and this court is part of it, but also for our humanity. We have to restore and reform the international order and abide by international law as a first step towards justice.
I don't care about international law. I care about the laws that govern this country. And I think we're setting a dangerous precedent that we have the courts involved with the visa process. So now every time someone doesn't like that their visa got denied or rejected, we have essentially said, now that's up to the courts to decide. Show me any statute that talks about the visa process. Sure, there's laws that govern our immigration process, but when it comes to the visa process, the Secretary of State has wide discretion, and now we have a guy that's beating his chest. He has anti-American views. He's trying to destroy a lot of the things that we hold true to our country. He stands with Hamas and a lot of the pro-Palestinian causes that are there that we don't support. And now we're letting him celebrate it outside of the courtroom. Not a good look.
Well, and after the judge ordered him released, the government immediately said, okay, judge, do us a favor, keep him in detainment for 7 days. And the judge said, let me think about it. No. And so that's why he ordered him out immediately.
Well, he was trying to get citizenship. He was almost there, and that's when he was arrested. So the Trump administration says they're going to fight to make sure he is not getting citizenship. And keep in mind, he co-founded the Palestinian Student Union after October 7th with Mahmoud Khalil, the other guy who has been detained. They did this together. They caused chaos. They caused riots on Columbia's university. We saw all the footage. Kids couldn't go to class. They disrupted everything. You can't come to our country and disrupt everything. If you're going to come to our country, you need to love our country and not try to do this. This is what it looked like. These two guys organized all of this.
It's incredible.
Go to another country if you want to do that. It's not welcome here in America.
Hopefully the next time we hear from him, he'll be making that speech in the West Bank or in Gaza. Here's what the DHS says when you advocate for violence, glorify and support terrorists that relish the killing of Americans and harass Jews, that privilege should be revoked. And you should not be in this country. We have the law, facts, and common sense on our side. No judge, not this one or another, is going to stop the Trump administration from restoring the rule of law to our immigration system. So I don't know if we have to do with all these 300 plus. Marco Rubio says that he's pulled off these campuses, but there's definitely a pushback by these left-wing judges to slow this process.
We need the Supreme Court to weigh in immediately and to establish the rule of law, which is the Secretary of State has wide discretion over this. Right. That way these judges can stop getting involved. We need a stance, a firm stance, so hopefully it'll come soon.
We need to set a precedent. You can't come to our country and do this.
That's right.
I mean, if we went to another country and did this, we would be thrown out of that country.
We would never.
Right, and so it comes down to your point about we need some clarity from the judicial system when it comes to the president using the Aliens and Enemies Act. Can he do it? Because if they say, yes, he can do it, then that's just going to send them all straight south.
I don't know if this applies here.
That's what I was going to say, and I know we got to move on, but this is just not even when it comes to the aliens and internet, it is that the Secretary of State has wide discretion when it comes to approving visas.
All right,
Sure, because they're guests in our country.
That's right.
I'm Steve Doocy.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.